But because we're comparing it to a human rather than a shell, an inanimate object, we're comparing one inanimate object to a human, which is a lot more complicated. Anyway, consider... something of the dinosaurs. Consider that the dinosaurs did not die out long ago. This is not a good one, but let's finish it off anyway. But that you were born too late for them. Consider that your mouth, haven't done mouth yet, but I think that this is too close to this, isn't it? I mean, you want to make variations, but you don't want to totally repeat yourself. Consider that your bed might think of might need you as much as you need it. Boring. This is tough. Okay, let's move on to another note. Consider the Okay. Let's just start naming things. This sometimes helps. Green fern. I like writing about green ferns. Ferns are so expressive. I feel like a fern is so similar to a person. And I don't know why this is. They have something complicated going on. They reach. They seem to find nice places to live, and I really appreciate that. And they have interesting coloration, but I don't know what that has to do with humans. I don't know. I really identify with ferns. I really identify with ferns. Okay, here's something we can start with. Also, green ferns. Green ferns. I really identify with ferns. Okay, so look, up here. Okay, maybe it's on something. I originally typed green ferns, which means that maybe I was pursuing green ferns, and then I can cut the A out. So, what if this is called green ferns? Now, what's the point of calling it green ferns? We know a fern is green. It usually is green. But let's leave it for now, because it sounds nice. Green ferns. I guess when I think of a fern, I also end up thinking about the parts of it that are not green. I don't necessarily associate ferns with being totally green. Hello, Sim Lover 48. Welcome. I don't normally associate ferns with being pure green, although I guess they are too, right? Sorry, I'm just writing on Facebook about this live stream. Come join me on a video game streaming website as I write and edit poems live. Twitch.tv/Theodore M. Fox. I think that's my username. Yeah. Post. Oh, what did I do wrong? Okay, sorry. Social media break. Okay, green ferns. Green ferns. A water bottle. Now I'm just thinking of things I really like. A water bottle, a cat, a newborn kitten. I don't know much about newborn kittens. I would imagine they're cute. A 2-week-old kitten. A 2-week-old kitten. That seems like a nice age for a kitten. What other ages could a kitten be? I don't know when you stop calling it a kitten. Let's call it a 6-month-old kitten. Okay. A cat, just a year old. That's a nice thing to say. Okay, green ferns. Let's start over again. Green ferns. Ferns. Let's make this the title. I'm just gonna put some code around it. Green ferns. Just to mark it as a title. Okay, green ferns. A cat, just a year old, drinking from a water bottle. Oh, I didn't really say what I was writing here. So I have accepted a, there is a series put out by Ghost City Press this summertime. It is the micro chapbook series. I think it's really fun. So what they're doing is they have, it's in the order of 12 or 15 writers lined up. I think they put out the poster the other day. My friend Ruby's writing one, and I can't remember who else. A bunch of other people. Shy Watson is writing one. And they're just small collections of poetry between 6 and 8 pages in length, or 6 and 8 poems in length, which will be released as a PDF through their website. And they'll have a donation link. The donations go to the artists, or to the writers, which is great. Yeah, I think it's a fun series. They're going to be releasing one every week. I love things that happen every week. I think it's a really good way to make sure things get done and have people used to what's going on, and they can expect it, and they can put the art as a part of their life. There's a reason why TV shows are so successful, and I don't think it's because the TV is so fun to sit in front of, but because you get to build these rituals. A book doesn't necessarily demand the same ritual, right? A book is always there for you, so it's easy to say, "Oh, I'll I'll look at it tomorrow." Whereas television is really compelling because the program's not going to be on tomorrow. And I think that, okay, I wonder if, I mean, there are other reasons that has led to TV being less a part of people's lives. But I think the addition of the ability to record first through VHS and then through DVR, has taken something away from television, which is that, oh, everybody has to sit it down and watch it at the same time. And obviously this still continues for some shows. Every Sunday everybody erupts with Game of Thrones, and I've never watched Game of Thrones, but I still know it's happening, right? I know it's an event, and I'm not even interested in it. And I think that's one of the really compelling parts about TV. And I think that while I'm not particularly interested in TV, the methods that it uses to sort of get people interested and keep people interested can be applied to other things I'm more interested in. So this is what I'm writing. Green ferns, a cat just a year old, drinking from a water bottle. Okay, is it sticking its head in the water bottle, this cat, or has the water bottle fallen over, or have I put the water into a dish? The bottle has fallen over. The water in the dish. Drinking from a water bottle. Fish. There's a fish in the percolator. The bottle is 2 L's in fallen. The bottle has fallen over. The water in the dish. What was the other one? Stuck. Head stuck in a wide-mouthed water bottle. Okay, let's get rid of wide mouth, because who cares? Head stuck in a water bottle. I don't know. Head stuck in a water bottle seems... cat, just a year old, head stuck in a water bottle. I feel like a cat would do that, but I feel like that's a little more menacing than I want. I want the cat to be happier than that is probably going to leave the cat. Green ferns, a cat just a year old, head stuck in a water bottle, a 6-month-old kitten. A cat just 6 months old. A kitten. Okay, what if we got rid of A? Let's change it to kitten, 6 months old, head stuck in a water bottle. This is a little cat, just a year old, head stuck in... It's a bit commanding, but I like a kitten 6 months old. Head stuck in a water bottle, Like it's younger. Like it is younger. Like it's younger. Kitten, 6 months old. Head stuck in a water ball like it's younger. Ugh. This sucks. Kitten, 6 months old. Head stuck in a water bottle. When in doubt, just talk about what I'm doing in this situation. I'm sitting at a desk. I'm going to turn the lighting on. Click. I'm sitting at my desk. And where's the kitten? Well, I don't know. Where's the kitten? Well, I don't know. This is really boring. I wanted to drink from my water bottle. But it's full of hair at this point. But it's full of hair. This is boring. Okay, I don't know if the thread's going on this poem. Okay, let's start something new. I find it's very useful to have some symbols in your documents to represent certain things, keep track of things, and keep organized. I love when I'm on paper. This is the line break I do. I think it's nice. Keeps me happy every time I write it. I pause because it means I've done something, and it doesn't always. I'm not always happy when I've done something, but it makes me excited to write to start something because I have just written this lovely little symbol. And in much the same way, when I do this, or I used to do 9 pluses, which was like. It took just enough of my brain to get the right number of pluses. And it was like a longer line, but not very long. Anyway. Considering water is pooling on the balcony, like no one. Considering water is pooling on the balcony, why don't we get our swimsuits? Why don't we strip? Why don't we get together? Considering water is pooling on the balcony, let's sit beside it. Water is pooling on the balcony. Why don't we get together and drink tea and watch? Why don't we get together and drink tea, mosquitoes? And drink tea. The mosquitoes will be here soon. Will be here soon. I think that poem's done. I think it's a nice little poem. Okay, next. Trying to remember. In between something and something else. What is in between something and something else? Being in between something and something else is always kind of fun. Think about mosquitoes. Get together and drink tea. Look, we're at 247 words. Incredible. I find word counts useful. I find writing a letter to a friend. That's a situation I'm fond of. Writing to a letter to a friend. There's an empty wine glass. An empty wine glass I drank sparkling water from. Sparkling water from. The last time I saw you. We drank Riesling. Ugh, wine grapes, really? Really, Theodore? Okay. Riesling and went to karaoke. Walked. We drank Riesling and cried. How could your date have gone so badly? I won't share the story. I won't recall the story again. I don't recall the details, but I know. I don't recall the details, but I know that you do. Ugh, boring, boring, boring. I don't recall the details.